Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 28 of the Screen Guys podcast. I'll be hosting today. My name is Austin.
And I'm Sean.
And we are very, very grateful for a brand new year. Happy New Year to all of our Screen fans out there. We do have a special guest today. This is my dad. We'll get to him after we do a little bit of a news. And we'll do news, have my dad talk, and then we'll go into what we've been watching. After that, we'll do a little Stranger Things segment since all of season 5 has been out. So there will be spoilers for Stranger Things Season 5. If you have not seen any of Volume 1, 2, or finale, please watch that before you watch our Stranger Things segment, which will be towards the end of this episode. All right? So we do not have Connor today. We'll excuse him. He is at a family party today. So we will not do poster, which is totally okay. But we'll go right into the news. All I have for news is that Walt Disney Studios for the year of 2025 has grossed the most, and I believe, let me get the right number for this. I believe it is 6.2. Let's see. Walt Disney Studios was the highest earning Hollywood studio in 2025. The studio grossed around $6.58 billion at the global box office. And so you have Zootopia, which crossed $1.5 billion. Avatar today reached $1.04 billion, and Lilo and Stitch at $1.03 billion. And then, they've had their Fantastic Four that came out. There was Captain America that didn't gross a whole lot, but I wouldn't say it was a flop, but it didn't do so hot either. But because of those big three Disney movies, $6.58 billion. There was also news that the Duffer Brothers did announce we are getting a live-action spin-off series of Stranger Things. We do know about the Tales of 1985, I believe is the title. Mm-hmm. Animated spin-off with the same characters, Eleven, Mike, and the gang. But the actors will not, the original actors will not be returning. They'll have new voice actors for that one. But this new one, I believe, is a new spin-off. It's only been announced. It's not even in development yet. And I believe it's because of how Season 5 has been performing is why they're doing this spin-off. But honestly, that's all the news I have. Sean, you don't have anything game-wise, video games? Series?
So this was a while ago, but Claire Obscure 33, the game that swept at the Game Awards. It turns out they used AI in some of their
Did they really?
game development, so people are mad at them, which is completely valid.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That's kind of makes sense, but that's about all I have.
Do you know what part of the development?
They used it as things to model after. I'm pretty sure. So they had AI assets, and then they modeled after those AI assets, which is still just
interesting.
I know you guys are a small company, but please pay artists to do stuff that AI does, please.
Yeah, because here's the thing, it's all over now, and we need people to keep their jobs and not lose jobs, and like you said, these are artists. These aren't just your 9-to-5 people that work at Walmart and stuff, but this is these are actual artists that have gone to school, probably got a degree, went to a very high-tech college, but I'm with you, Sean. I'm really with that, especially when it comes down to video games and movies. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else that I can think of when it comes to video games. No, I think that's all I got for news. So that's the news for right now, and let's get into our guest star today. This is my dad. Say your name.
Jason.
All right. And so you're going to tell us your 4 favorite movies, whether it's of all time or just because you like them, and just why you like them.
All right. So this is in no particular order. the movies that I've chosen is because I like action.
Yeah.
I like violence, like a little bit of drama, blood, gore, that type of stuff. So starting, I would have to say, from the maybe oldest to newest movies ranked, I would have to say Tombstone is one of my favorite. Yeah.
Right on.
It's Western. I do like Western shows. Grew up with watching Westerns with my dad. And Tombstone is a great movie for gunfights and violence, and things like that. Another one along with that, I wouldn't say newest to oldest then, it is The Magnificent Seven.
Oh, nice.
I think that's a great movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it. And these are movies that I would probably watch again and again and again, just because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see, another one that I really like is out of the Fast and Furious series. I know there's a lot of fans out there of Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
But it would have to be a Fast Five.
Fast Five, that's a great one.
That's probably my favorite in that one, just because this is where Hobbs, The Rock, pretty much him and let's see, Dom. I guess
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. They get into a fight and everything like that. And so it's pretty intense, and love fast car movies also.
Oh yeah.
Another movie that I really like. I was trying to decide between the two, but I wrote down both of them.
Okay.
And I love Equalizer 3.
Oh, nice. Denzel.
I love Denzel Washington. I think he's a great actor. But my other movie that I like, because of the violence and the gore and the action, but I also like comedy in it.
Oh, yeah.
Is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that one's good.
I think that's great. Ryan Reynolds plays excellent role as Deadpool. In fact, I didn't bring my and Dogpool.
Oh yeah.
when Dogpool is introduced in that movie, oh my gosh, I was laughing. I was crying. I was like, just because of the looks of this dog. I mean, this dog is just ugly, but it's just funny. I love the comedy in that and everything. So, and those are the type of movies that I really like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So do you remember when you first watched like all these movies, like the first time? Like Tombstone, for example. Like where were you when you first watched Tombstone?
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember what year that came out. Probably in the 90s, I think that's when it came out. So just probably at I didn't go see it in the theaters. I believe I waited for it to come out on this is going to probably date me. Come out on did it come out on VHS? Either that CD or something like that, but I waited for that. Probably went to Redbox, rented it at Redbox, which doesn't exist anymore, right? But yeah, I was and I had heard about it from people at work.
Okay.
And they talked it up. I'm like, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna watch it. And I really liked it.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell in it plays
he's
Val
a great
Kilmer.
Actor.
Oh man, excellent actors.
Yeah.
Very good show.
So Sean and I talked about this a couple of times. You ever watched The Thing with Kurt Russell?
I have, but it's been so long since I've seen it.
So good.
Man, that was I've never watched it until a couple months ago, before October, and honestly, that was like one of my favorite Kurt Russell movies I've seen, because like it was, what year did that come out? 80.
83 or 84.
I'm not gonna say it's such an old movie, but like it's an older movie. 82. It's an older movie, but like the practical effects that they made like the monster out of, like it was phenomenal to look at. To thinking like, yeah, this is not CGI. Like this is all practical effects, and it was amazing. But yeah, Kurt Russell, man, he's great. And so Tombstone has Kurt Russell, Kevin Costner, and Val Kilmer.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Awesome.
Yeah, very, very, very good movie.
But yeah, that's Jason right there. So I think we're just gonna go into what we've been watching, and then after that we'll go into Stranger Things, and then we'll go from there. And then I do have my wife here. She is gonna come down and talk Stranger Things with us because she is one of the biggest Stranger Things fans that I know, and we'll get her take on how season 5 went and how the finale went and how she feels about it as a big Stranger Things fan. So we'll start with what we've been watching. Sean, do you want to kick us off with that, man?
Sure, I can start. I don't remember the last one I ended on.
Gosh, sometime in December.
Okay. First one I watched was Die Hard because it was Christmas or whatever. 21st of December. The movie's really good. Probably one of the best Christmas movies. Then I watched Mickey's Christmas Carol. That movie's like so freaking good. I don't know how it's so good for a Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol movie. Watched Home Alone 2. It's good. I don't know. I didn't quite vibe with it this time around. Maybe it's because I was on my phone, but that doesn't matter. I watched Hellboy for the first time. Guillermo del Toro. I can never say his name.
Guillermo, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It's really cool practical effects. Really interesting story.
Is that with David Harbour, or is that or is this the first one?
It's the first one. It's the one with Ron Perlman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Really interesting. Then I watched Scream on a date. It was fine. It was good. Then I watched Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. I'm telling you right here, right now, that movie's an 8 out of 10, and everyone can fight me on that. It's objectively horrible. It's objectively.
Do you like the Transformers movies?
Transformers are okay. Yeah, they're okay.
This one's so bad. There's a scene where a Transformer starts humping Megan Fox's leg.
It's like the small,
wheelie,
creepy guy.
Wheelie, yeah. And yeah, of course, that's the one scene my mom walks in on, and I'm like, okay,
change the channel.
Yeah, exactly. No,
it's only 10 seconds.
Yeah, for real. Watch It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas Eve, like always. It's literally one of the most perfect movies of all time. Watched War of the Worlds, the 2005 Steven Spielberg one.
Great.
Really like it, but I feel like all the characters suck so bad. And I don't like the ending, but that's just the way the book was written.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad ending. But whatever. I watched Roof Man.
How did that
came out last year now. It was really good.
Okay.
The advertising was horrible for it, so
you didn't see anything about it.
Well, not just that, advertised it as a comedy when it was very much like a romantic dramedy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was really good. Then I watched The Thing, one of the best horror movies, also like the best winter horror movie. Then I watched the Transformers, the movie 1986, the cartoon one, literally a masterpiece. I have no words about it. 86 minutes of just fire.
I still need to watch it, man. I haven't watched it yet.
Then I watched Transformers 1. As you can tell, I've been on a Transformers kick. Movie's so good. It's a shame we'll never get a sequel. Watched Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. It was super good. Practical effects are great. Then I watched Beautiful Boy. Came out 2018, has Steve Carell, Timothée Chalamet. It's about like Timothée Chalamet as he's like doing drugs and stuff or something. And he keeps relapsing and just, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was super good. Watched The Shining, forgot how good it was.
The Shining's good.
So good. Watched Begonia, the one that came out last year.
Okay.
2025.
Is that with, what's her face? Emma Stone?
Emma Stone, yeah. Really weird. Like, I can't talk about it because it's spoilers, but yeah, really weird. Then I watched War Dogs with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill, directed by Todd Phillips, same guy who did The Hangover. Really good, really funny.
Okay.
Then I watched Naked Gun 2025. It's funny. It's a lot.
That's exact same that I got in the theaters. I'm just like, I'm laughing, but man, this is. I've never seen Liam Neeson like act like this. Like, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a little weird. The scene with the thermal was a little much.
I think I got about 5 minutes into that movie. And
It's weird.
yeah.
I watched The Running Man 2025
Okay.
with Glenn Powell. So freaking good. Okay, that's a lie. The script had major issues, but
Okay.
and it didn't feel like an Edgar Wright movie, but it was just a fun turn your brain off.
Was
Yeah.
it like dialogue was just poor, the written, or
Just like the story in
The story
general
itself?
didn't make too much sense, but
Okay,
yeah, it was still good.
I still need to watch that one too.
Watched David Fincher's The Killer that came out in 2023, the Netflix movie. Dude, this movie's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a slow burn, but Fincher's great at making slow burn suspense movies. 90% of the dialogue is Michael Fassbender talking to himself and like just his inner voice or whatever. So freaking good.
You said it's a slow burn. How long is the movie?
2 hours.
Okay,
but
that's not bad.
Not a lot happens because it's just a lot of dialogue in his
Right.
brain.
Okay.
And him just waiting around and stuff, but so good. Watch Superbad. I don't know. Have you guys seen
Yeah,
that?
I've seen Superbad. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen Superbad.
Don't watch it. It's so foul. It is like one of the most foul movies of all time. But it's like one of the
It's
funniest
super bad.
movies. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Yeah, every time I watch it, I forget how bad and how inappropriate it is.
I watched it once, like in 2018, and I was just like, I think that's a one-timer for me.
Yeah. And then I watched Hitman, another Glenn Powell movie. Came out on Netflix, 2024. Pretty good. Wasn't at all what I was expecting, but it was good. TV shows.
Yeah.
Been watching the original Transformers cartoon. Yeah, that's it. And then I've been playing a ton of Halo, like a ton of
Oh, which Halo?
the Master Chief.
Master
Collection.
Chief. Nice, dude.
Xbox.
On PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I used to play Halo.
Oh yeah.
Did
On the
he?
Xbox.
Original Halo fan right here.
Yeah, I played,
Released.
I grew up playing it on my original Xbox,
Yeah.
Halo 2. 7 years old was the first time I played Halo. So good.
I won't tell you how old I was when I started playing it.
No, I remember like my dad bringing out the Xbox and like getting ready to play Halo, and my mom was like, "All right, guys, time to go to bed." And then I wasn't able to watch it until I was like, what, 10 or 11 years old, and then I was like, "This looks like
It's
a
so
lot of
sick.
fun."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a great game. But
Did you finish Welcome to Derry?
I never started it.
I think it was James's then that started it. I'm like 2 episodes away from like the finale.
Is it good?
Apparently, it's amazing, the finale. So, but yeah, the whole series of Welcome to Derry is awesome. So I'm sorry, I thought you started it.
No. But yeah, that's all I've been watching. Nothing too crazy.
Right on. Okay.
As it was like a million
So
movies.
what day did you start on?
I started on the 21st.
The 21st. Okay, sounds good.
You watched all those movies and shows and since the 21st of December? That's like 10 days? Right?
Yeah, you want to know how many movies I watched last year?
I don't dare ask. But you can tell us.
287.
Oh, my hell.
It was like 518 hours worth of movies. I'm already at 5 movies for the year.
What's worse is that Letterboxd sends you like a review. Here's what you got. Here's how many hours you put on screen. I'm like,
Yep.
thank you. I
Scrolling
really
through
wanted
it.
that.
My top director was Sam Raimi.
Oh, that
and
shows,
my
yeah.
top actor was Ving Rhames, who plays Luther in the Mission Impossible movies. But
My most watched actor was Sam Liu because I watched the DC AU.
oh yeah.
And
that
then
makes sense.
my favorite actor was, I think his name was like Warwick Adams. He was one of the goblins in Harry Potter because I watched the full series of Harry
Yeah.
Potter in January of 2025, and so they're like,
Yeah.
"This is your favorite actor," and I'm like, "Well, Daniel Radcliffe." I mean, come
Yeah.
on, man. And then I watched also. He was also. Oh, what's that movie called that he was in? With Val Kilmer.
Who?
Willow. It was in
Willow.
Willow. It was in
Okay,
Willow.
okay.
He was the main.
So good.
He was the main actor in Willow with Val Kilmer. Okay, so yeah, that was mine. Yeah, I'll start with man. Where should I start? I'm just gonna start with let's start with Avatar, Fire and Ash, because in case you guys haven't been watching the podcast, I'm a huge fan of Avatar, probably the biggest Avatar fan I know. Like Connor likes Avatar, Bryson likes Avatar. I kind of got them on the boat, I guess you can say. But Avatar: Fire and Ash came out, and I saw this, man, on IMAX 3D, dude.
How was your first IMAX movie?
Dude, when Elizabeth and I walked into that theater, my jaw just dropped
Screen is so
on how
big.
huge that screen was, dude. And dude, I was a fangirl. When we walked into the theater, you got all these cardboard cutouts. I got my pictures taken on one, I got my picture taken on the other one. Like, I was fangirling all over the place. I went to go to the concession stand to see how much they had a new popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
It had the Banshee or the Iguana is what they call them in Pandora, and dude, that thing was $80. Man.
Did you buy it?
I know. And then I was like, okay, let's go a step lower. Let's talk about this bucket. They're like, yeah, that one's like $45. I'm like, I love Avatar, but man, I probably won't buy something that much of Avatar until I go like to Disney World or something like that. But not in the theater where I already spent over like $40 just for the ticket.
It was the Centerville Theater, right?
Yes, Centerville.
Nice. I love
Centerville.
that one.
But like that IMAX 3D, like that screen, dude. Like if you've never seen a movie on IMAX, you gotta go watch it.
I saw
on IMAX.
Superman there.
Oh, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
And did you also watch Dune, or was Superman your first one?
It was Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
That was my first one, but Superman, the entire movie was in the IMAX ratio.
That's awesome, dude. And so same as Avatar.
Avatar was
full
nice,
screen,
nice.
yeah. And then I was talking to Elizabeth because I watched Avatar: Fire and Ash twice.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it with her at IMAX. I went with Trevor to the Junction, and yeah, the difference, dude, is crazy.
Did you go to the Atmos Theater in the Junction? Or?
We went to it might be the same one you're talking about, but it's called the Mega Screen.
Yeah,
that
so
one. Yeah.
I actually prefer that to IMAX because I'm more of a sound over picture.
Oh yeah,
I like
yeah,
the whole 3D sound, and those ones have the D-Box seats, which I also watched Superman in the D-Box, and it was
Like Trevor and I
insane.
watched it in D-Box.
You watched
too.
it in D-Box,
Yeah,
yeah.
That was my first D-Box
Dude,
experience.
D-Box is insane.
That was fun.
I
dude.
felt like I was actually flying when Superman was flying. Oh my gosh, dude. I had to like hold on. I was like falling off my seat and stuff, but
So the one maybe it wasn't D-Box I sat in because it had like the two seats, but it wasn't. Nothing was moving.
oh, okay. So you just had like the booth seats.
yeah,
but-
the
okay.
booth seats. Yeah.
You gotta watch D-Box, bro.
Oh man, dude.
The seats like move and shake.
Like
and stuff.
shift with because that'll be fun in Avatar because they fly on Banshees and stuff, so that'll be fun. So my whole thing though is like Mega Screen was fun too. But you could tell that it was filmed for IMAX because there was like a lot of cut. Because like there's a scene where Quaritch is walking and there's a big volcano behind him that he's walking. Beautiful shot, by the way. But you can see the entire volcano the entire way on IMAX. And then when you go to the Mega Screen or any other screen, it cuts it pretty much in half. But all I'm saying, okay, after Fire and Ash and Avatar, I do not know which one is my favorite. Elizabeth says Avatar: Fire and Ash is her favorite because it's more. Would you say it's more entertaining? It's more fast paced, action. Which definitely more action. And Sean, I know that you're not like the biggest Avatar fan, but man, this is a good one because it's dark.
I want to watch it just to watch it, but at the same time, I'm like, where am I gonna find 3.5 hours?
Right.
Sounds like the month of December you had 3.
Okay. Yeah, but that's valid. I guess. That's valid. I walked into that one.
But like, here's the thing. Like, TikTok has been very negative towards famous pop culture. Stranger Things, for example, is taking a lot of heat from TikTok. Avatar has been taking heat from TikTok since Way of Water. But here's the thing. I don't see any problems with the Avatar movies. Because I feel like it's more than a movie for me. I feel like it's an experience, honestly. You know how you go to Disneyland, like, oh my gosh, going to this world, and this world is like going to Disney World, going to all these different places, all these different lands was a great experience. That's how I feel every time I watch Avatar. Like, I'm going to Pandora. I'm there with Jake and Neytiri. And by the way, for you Avatar fans out there, if you haven't seen Avatar: Fire and Ash, this is the best movie. You get to see Jake and Neytiri like be a team. Like, this is the best one. Like, they work out their marriage because they lost their son, spoilers, in Avatar: Way of Water, and you get to see the grief process. And apparently TikTok thinks that the acting is bad. Oh, heck no, dude. Like, Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, like those two together on screen is probably one of my favorite couples on almost, not, I don't want to say all of cinema because there's a lot out there, but they really do try their best. Like they say, hey, this is how I feel, and they just like not like go at each other, but they're a married couple. They tell each other how they feel, and words hurt, but then at the end of the day, they realize, you know what, I love you more than I love this problem. Let's work it out together, and it was awesome. Uma Chaplin is the villain. She plays Veron, and she's the best villain of all of Avatar. She beats Korra 10 out of 10 times because how amazing she takes this dark character. Because we've always seen the Na'vi people as these awesome, like nice spiritual beings, but this is the exact opposite of what you see for the first time ever in Pandora, and I think it's worth watching. I really do. I do feel like you get that worth 3 hours. Final battle was amazing. Is it long of a battle? Yes, but Lord of the Rings had a long battle too. I mean, like they're both 3 hours, but I think you get a lot of entertainment.
Lord of the Rings is 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh yes, extended editions. So yeah, but yeah, I give Fire and Ash obviously a 5 out of 5. I give it a tie with Way of Water because they're like they go hand in hand together. Kind of like for me, Empire and A New Hope. Like I love both of them very very much. So, but yeah, that's what I watched. I love Fire and Ash, 5 out of 5. And then I don't want to go over all my Christmas movies because we talked about it because of the Christmas special. Watched F1 again on Christmas Day with my in-laws, and it was good. I don't think it's great on the rewatch because it does drag. The best parts obviously is the racing. That's why you go watch F1. But I didn't get the exact same excitement I had the first time watching. It's probably because I don't know, it wasn't in a theater, but that's all good. But I gave F1 an 8 out of 10, a 4 out of 5. Watched Wake Up Dead Man. Have you watched this one yet? Okay. Yes, it's not in theaters, but man, dude, this might be one of the best Knives Out movies. Like seriously, this one is really good. Connor talked about Josh Brolin's line. Here's the thing. Yeah, it's not the greatest humor, but here's the thing. He did that for the reason of like, you know what? You're going to work with me. Welcome to hell. Yeah. That's pretty much that sets up this whole character. It's like, this is not a good guy. He is not a great guy. He's an abusive man. Like he abuses his power, and he is not a great human being. And that's honestly like the first impression you get from him. I think what he said was perfect to set up his character. I thought was awesome. Josh O'Connor was awesome as the protagonist and trying to figure out the whole mystery with Daniel Craig. And honestly, if we see Daniel Craig just as a Knives Out character for the rest of his career, that would not bother me. I think he's amazing in all 3 of those movies. But yeah, Wake Up Dead Man, I gave it 8 out of 10, 4 out of 5 as well. And then yeah, I rewatched Avatar: Fire and Ash on January 2nd with my brother. He is also I wouldn't say a big Avatar fan, but he likes the Avatar movies, and he also says Fire and Ash is his favorite as well. He likes Way of Water, but he thinks Fire and Ash gives a bigger punch, and he just thinks it's more entertaining. And honestly, like I'm right there with him. I think that was awesome as well. But yeah, that's all I've been watching. For the bigger ones, if you guys want to look at my Letterboxd, I got a lot of Christmas movies on there I watched. But yeah, if you want to go look at my Letterboxd, I got a full list right there. And so let's go with Dad real quick. Jason, sorry.
Yeah. That's all right, son. Austin.
He told me something that's actually pretty cool. Like, what did you watch today?
Well, I binge watched season 5 of Stranger Things.
This morning?
Since this morning, all right. Okay, so I got up early.
Yeah.
All right, so I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And you rewatched it, right? Because you already watched all.
Yeah, I've already seen Stranger Things. I've seen all 5 seasons, and so I thought, since you invited me to be here today, I'd watch season 5 over again, and started at 6 o'clock this morning, and I took breaks throughout the day. I just wasn't glued on to the TV the whole time.
Right.
At about 4:40 this afternoon. I got probably almost all the way through episode 8, the last episode in season 5, and then I had to come here, so I didn't quite finish it all.
Perfect. And we're gonna get your take on Stranger Things because Jason hasn't watched any Stranger Things until this year in the fall. So that's why I asked him, because he's a new fan of Stranger Things, and we'll get his take of watching. Oh, there you go, Hellfire Club. We'll get his take on what's it like being a newcomer to Stranger Things after it's been out for pretty much almost 10 years now. But yeah, we'll get into that Stranger Things segment. So how it's going to go is that we're going to rank Stranger Things seasons. So from your least, Sean, you're going to do this too.
Yeah.
From your least favorite to most favorite, we're going to rank your favorite seasons. And then you can, if you want to do that, Jason, you can explain like why this season's above the other season and what got you interested in more Stranger Things and all of that, all right? I'll just go first with the ranking. So from least favorite to most favorite, I would say least favorite is still season 2 for me. That Lost Sister episode where Elle goes to find herself, you can say. Here's the thing. It was that episode is still important, but it takes you out of Hawkins. It takes you out of like the Stranger Things like vibe. So that Elle can honestly make her own decision. But here's the thing: even though season 2 is at the bottom, it's still good TV. I still think it's really good. Good story. It's got great antagonists like not Brenner. The Devon Dogs are awesome. But yeah, season 2 is at the bottom. After season 2, it's gonna be season 5 for me. How should I say this? It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but here's the thing. Like, I am grateful for what we have because the Duffer Brothers, here's the thing. When it comes to final seasons, final episodes, no matter how they do it, some people are always going to be going to have problems with it. But even though season 5 is towards the bottom of my list, I still think it stays true to Stranger Things. I do believe TikTok and all social media out there is being way, way too harsh on this season because it still has great episodes, great moments, great story. There are a couple of lines here and there that's not so great, but honestly, I still like season 5. After season 5, I have season 1 for me. So season 1 is a slow burn. I do appreciate for introducing Stranger Things, but it is a slow burn kind of because you got to introduce all the characters, try to figure out the mystery and all of that. But I just think it was a great foundation and it's a great start to Stranger Things. After season 1, I have season I believe it's season 4. Yep, season 4. It's my second favorite season of Stranger Things because I like how dark they went into Stranger Things. I love Vecna as a new antagonist to the series, and I know a lot of people don't like this guy, Argyle. I love Argyle. I think he is hilarious.
He is hilarious.
I love how funny he is. I don't like Jonathan in season 4. I think with season 4, the reason I really want this to be my number 1 because I love how dark it went, but the reason why it's not my number 1 is because they sidelined all of my favorite characters. They sidelined Mike. They sidelined Elle for a few episodes. They sidelined Will. Like, that whole group with Argyle and Jonathan were just sidelined for a little bit. They did stuff, but they weren't the full scope because you're worried about Max the entire season. And then my number 1, and always will be my number 1, will be season 3, which is I guess that's a hot take. Not a lot of people like season 3, but I like it because I love the vibes of the 4th of July. I love the colors of season 3, and also this one went dark as well with introducing the Mind Flayer in flesh and how he gets to be in flesh, and so. But yeah, that's my season rankings for Stranger Things. So yeah, it goes 2, then 5, 1, 4, 3. So there you go. Do you want to go, Sean?
Mine goes probably 5 to 3. No, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1.
5, 2, 3, 4, 1. Nice.
because I haven't finished 5, and
I mean, that's valid.
I'm going to. It's just it felt like such a step down from what season 4 ended
Okay.
on, and it just feels like I don't know. From what I've heard with volume 2 of season 5, is your main squad of Mike, Will, all those people, like you said, get sidelined for
Yeah.
these kids.
Yep.
Holly, Derek, whatever. I'm
That's
like,
true.
I don't know. It's not what I wanted for the finale to be. I wanted the finale to like, and the upside down Loki got nerfed. Like it looks
Yeah.
like
I gotcha.
in season 1 it was all blue and like scary and monsters everywhere, and then in this finale it's just like yellow and sunny and not really sunny, but like
there's a lot you need to.
Yeah, you still need to watch.
You need to
more.
watch it, man.
It'll explain it.
It's a big explanation.
yeah,
Like,
it just seems like the upside down isn't as dangerous anymore. I don't know.
Okay. We'll get into that conversation after we do the rankings of. We'll talk about season 5 for sure after
But
we do the rankings.
yeah, I think season 1's perfect. It keeps that small town mystery vibe, and it's the scariest in my opinion. Like I
Okay.
remember watching it when how old was I? I was in 8th grade, so I think it was 14.
That would scare. Yeah.
Yeah, so 14-year-old me watching this and like seeing the Demogorgon like move his hands in the wall or
Practical
whatever.
effect, by the way. Demogorgon.
Ugh. Yeah, and that's what I feel like this newest season has lacked is practical stuff.
Yes.
It just all looks like CGI vomited
Yes.
everywhere.
Okay.
But then season 4 was really good because it was dark, the darkest one.
Mm-hmm.
People's bones snapping, and so that was scary.
That was pretty crazy.
that kind of actually killing people in crazy ways. And then the ending of it with the upside down splitting up, it's like, oh wow, this is actually scary.
Yes.
But it kind of just was like wrapped up too easily. They're like, oh, we'll just patch it up. But yeah. So yeah, that's how I would rank it.
Okay. Sounds good. And then, Dad. Jason.
Yes.
Gosh. It feels weird.
I'm sorry.
I think we all know he's your dad.
Yes.
Oh,
Is her mic
isn't even
on?
on. Okay, now it should.
Am I on? I
Yeah.
was just going to say everyone knows he's your dad, so you could just say dad.
All right. So this is probably going to blow your guys' mind, but I have a total different ranking than both of you.
Okay.
I'm excited
All right.
to hear that because I also do.
Do you? Okay. All right. We won't hold it against each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got this side of the table and that side of the table. Just kidding.
I'm on Team Jason.
All right. So I have it written down here, but being a newbie to
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
And this is fresh eyes of Stranger
Okay,
Things.
all right.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna kind of have to help me out with what the seasons say involved.
Okay.
All right. So season 3, that was the like the Halloween season. Am I right?
This
That
is
was
summer.
season 2. Season
it-
3 was the
The
mall. of
mall.
Summer.
Yeah,
Okay,
the mall.
My bad.
Yep.
My bad.
You're okay.
The mall. Okay. So that was one that I'd probably rank at my lowest.
Okay.
All right. And actually, they're all pretty good, but I feel season 3 just I couldn't get involved as much.
Okay.
It wasn't very gripping to me, but still a good season. And then it went to season 2.
Okay.
All right, as the second to the lowest, being the Halloween season. But I want to kind of inject into this here of how Stranger Things is in the time zone of the 80s,
Yes.
right? 83 through 89, I guess, is when they graduated. Okay. I grew up in the 80s. So a lot of the things that I've seen in these episodes, I can relate to.
That's awesome.
All right, like the mall.
Yeah.
All right, we used to ride our bikes to the mall. All right, and this was like a 5-mile, 6-mile ride for me to ride my bike to the mall, and it wasn't a 10-speed or a 12-speed or whatever. Now I didn't have a motorized scooter.
Right.
This is a 2-legged.
You actually got to move your legs.
Yeah, you actually had to use your body to
gotta
get
pump.
somewhere. But anyways, yeah, well, I'd ride my bike to the mall and then playing the video games,
Yeah.
and things like that. So in a way, I could relate to those. So it was somewhat kind of gripping for
Yeah.
me there too. All right, so and then my next one. This was a hard one for me to rank because I feel that both season 4, which was really good, and I like season 4, not only because of Eddie.
Eddie's the man.
All right, playing a little bit of Metallica up there, right? Master of Puppets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, I really like that. I thought that was awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Very entertaining, and that did have a dark side to it too.
Yeah.
And Vecna in there. Okay, so I've grown to, how would you say? I like Vecna.
Yeah.
I think the actor who portrays Vecna,
Jamie Campbell.
Jamie Campbell.
Bauer, I believe, or Bowers. I can't remember. Yeah.
I think it's Campbell. Anyways, does a really great job. You know, he's an excellent actor. All right, and then number 1, not my number 1, but the first episode is my second favorite, and the reason why I chose 1 over 5 in this order is because it's the first episode, and it's supposed, you know, it brings the audience in. It's supposed to bring you in. It's supposed to.
Yeah, the first season. Yeah.
Yeah, and it did that. I felt this is. I don't know. I actually tried to watch Stranger Things when it first came out.
Okay, like with Mom and Emily.
Yeah, with everybody there, and I couldn't get into it.
Gotcha.
But I did give it a second chance, and I think it was worth a second chance.
Hear that? There's
It's
some
a-
family
yeah.
members out there that thinks we're crazy.
It's actually worth a second chance, I feel, because some people are just like, oh, I can't get into it. I can't. Give it another try. At least
Don't
try.
give it just 2 episodes either. Give the full season a
Yeah.
chance. Yeah.
Even if you just watch it in like an episode a day, or you know,
Just
and
not binging it.
Yeah, just don't binge it. Don't watch a whole season in one day like I did. I'm kind of tired. Okay, and so my last and probably my favorite has been season 5.
Okay.
The Duffer Brothers did an excellent job of putting this last season together, and there's a lot of people that are just going to be going like, okay, I'm going to click out of this. I don't want to listen to this. But I thought it was really good. I thought season 5 was put together really well, and there's a lot of conspiracies out there about
so
season
many.
5.
It's crazy.
But again, I like Vecna in season 5. They seem to focus more. I know we're going to talk more about season 5, but it wasn't all the other seasons leading up to season 5. It was more focused on Elle or 11, or Jane. But anyways, but yeah, those are my rankings. I feel so. You know, do what you want. You know, whatever. But that's how I feel about the seasons.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. And that, like, once again, this is a guy that just came to the Stranger Things fandom a couple months ago. So that's great to have fresh eyes here. All right, Elizabeth, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. Truly an honor. Do you want my rankings?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like these margins are very small. Like, I could think about another part of a season and, like, it could kind of switch around, you know? I'll put 2 on the bottom. Really enjoyed it. I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it right before 3. So it kind of blends into 3 a little bit for me, just because of the way I watched it initially. I put 2 on the bottom. Still really great. And then my next one that I have is season 4, actually. Really, really like season 4. Again, I feel like when you rank these, there's like one I don't like. That's not true. Season 4 is great. It felt very separated for me, the groups. I really like when the
You don't
groups
like them-
together.
Yeah.
Jonathan was
Separated.
so annoying. Could not stand him in season 4. Argyle's hilarious. Great addition. I will say, like, where they're expanding the story and the lore with Henry and Vecna, amazing.
Yeah.
Like, one of the best parts of it. And then I'd say my next one is probably 1. We recently rewatched it, but the first time I watched one when it first came out, just so fun. Like, it felt so new to me. It was cool. It was just a fun watch. And I don't know if Connor will admit this about himself, but I like Connor do rank a lot of, like, things that I tend to like. It holds, like, it's the first time I watched it.
Gotcha.
Holds a lot of weight for me. I don't know if that's a good way to go about it, but that's how my brain is. So, anyway, did I say 1? And then I'll say 3 and 5 kind of switch places for me.
Okay.
3 was super fun. Loved the mall part. It was very action packed. It felt like, I don't know, that summer feeling was really fun. The vibes were really fun. R.I.P. Alexi. Love him.
Yeah, Lexi, dude.
So sweet.
Go, dude.
I know. And then I loved 5. I thought 5 was great. I loved the way they were all together during it. I liked where the story continued from 4. I loved learning more. I don't know if people are giving this enough credit. I loved how much we were learning about Henry. Loved how
Yeah.
much we were learning about Vecna. Really cool.
Awesome. All right, so we got 2 that have season 5 at number 1, and obviously the internet is saying that season 5 might be one of the worst seasons
Boo.
in Stranger Things, and then that's why I want to talk about this, because there are people out there, and here's the thing: we don't know what the majority is. The internet is just very, very, very loud. TikTok is screaming right now how bad season 5 is. That is loud right now, but we don't know if that's the majority or the minority. So that's why we're on this podcast to talk about season 5, how we thought about it, what your expectations were beginning season 5, and then we'll just talk about pretty much how we felt about it. I'll start with this. Jamie Campbell is by far the best actor in all of Stranger Things.
For sure.
I'm saying that right now.
He's so good.
It's good. Yep.
He has a lot of acting experience behind him.
Yes.
He's done it forever, and he did an amazing job.
Yes, and I just think I do like how we dove deep into Henry's life, dove deep into Henry himself, and honestly, there's a moment you're like, man, this guy, and they said it in season 5, and like I said, there will be spoilers in this conversation. Henry is just like Will. They're the same.
There's some parallels for
There's
sure.
a lot of parallels, and then in the finale, when Henry was talking to Will, and he's like, and Will's like, dude, you're just like me, and he's like, here's the thing, he's like, I made the decision of being with the Mind Flayer, and I don't regret it.
Yeah.
And so I love that conversation, because that shows that everyone's like, oh, but Henry's a good guy. It's like, nah, this guy is straight up evil. If he's sticking with the Mind Flayer willingly, this guy is bad. He is bad.
They made him more complex than just bad guy,
Yeah.
but they did not stray from him being a bad person. And I appreciated that.
Yeah. So I started talking about positives. Actually, what I want to do is let's talk about negatives first about season 5. Get the bad out first.
Sean, take it away for us, my guy.
Sean's
Just kidding.
Sean's only seen volume 1. Oh, have you seen volume 2?
No.
So he's
Oh,
only
you're
seen
so
volume
far
1.
behind.
So Sean will talk about the negatives of volume 1. I kind of want to talk about the negatives first, get
Sure.
the negative out of the way, and then we'll end the podcast with positive Stranger Things season 5. All right, Sean. Well, so
just what I've been saying. It just, to me, felt like a step down.
Okay.
Just in terms of overall quality. I just felt like the actors weren't giving their all. The story was just kind of all over the place and didn't really make sense why things were happening, and just I don't know. It's hard to explain. It doesn't really explain why Vecna's looking so snatched, but whatever.
There was a lot of time in between. He could have been. No, I'm just kidding.
You could have been working out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there is 18 months between 4 and 5. That's a long time.
I will say about the things that aren't making sense. You are a third of the way through this.
Yeah,
season,
yeah,
so.
I know. It's just, I usually with Stranger Things, it's like, oh, I can't wait to watch the next episode. But when the new volume came out, I was just
On Christmas
not
Day.
really wanting to watch it.
Okay.
And I've had all this time to watch it. As you can see, I watched how many movies? 20.
In one day.
And no, it wasn't in one. It was in 15 days. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just, I'm eventually gonna watch it, but
Right.
this isn't hating on anything. It's just hating on the final battle, which is the time it took them to kill Vecna was 8 minutes and 30 seconds, I think. Okay, this is gonna make me sound homophobic. Will's coming out speech was 8 minutes and 50 seconds. I just feel like if it's the final battle of an entire series, it should be a longer final battle than this emotional scene that just Which I know I know why they have that scene. It's an emotional scene. I get it. Like, that's good writing for an emotional scene. It just feels like if it's an action series like how Stranger Things has always been action horror, it should have a bigger final battle with the main enemy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So I have to say that growing up in the 80s, when Will doesn't confront, but when he spills the beans about the type of person that he is and that he doesn't like girls, in the 80s, that wasn't really that widely accepted.
Yeah.
So I think the Duffer Brothers brought that in, and to show Will's or anyone's emotion during that time frame, because I mean, just by looking at Will, and I think he's a good actor, that it takes a lot to come out and say something like that when it's so looked down on. And in today's society, you know, it's more accepted.
Yeah.
And people aren't afraid to say, well, yeah, I'm gay, or I like guys, or I'm a lesbian, I like girls, or whatever. But back then, and so I'm wondering if that's why that went on that long.
Yeah, I'm not saying that went on too long. I'm
You
just
wanted
saying
the
the
final
final
battle
battle
to be
should have
longer.
been
Okay.
longer. That's kind of
Okay,
what I'm saying.
and with that, I'm going to have to agree with you. I was expecting a longer battle.
I feel like
myself.
from what I've heard, they wrapped it up too quickly. Like, they defeated him too quickly, and then the last 40 minutes of the episode, nothing really happens.
But then again, in that battle, you've got 3 against 1, right? You've got Will, and you got Elle or 11, and then her sister
Collie.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
she
you.
was there.
So you got 3 against 1 in there, but I have to agree. I thought it was going to be a little
Yeah,
bit
like-
longer.
It felt fast.
I felt like, why didn't, if Vecna has all these Demogorgon servants, why didn't he use them against them?
I
Okay.
think they were a part of the hive.
Yes.
So they collectively, their
Okay.
hive
Kinda
mates,
like
they
season
collectively
3.
built
Yep.
up that body.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes
they were
sense.
all in that hive. You're right.
I'll say it felt fast for me, but here are 2 things I'll put forward for your consideration. The first one being everybody starts the countdown when they start fighting. There was so much buildup throughout the season of getting to that point. And there was fighting right before with Elle, Collie, all of that. Everybody had to get up there. So the actual like physical fighting, yeah, was pretty fast. And it did feel like when they finished, I was like, oh, that seemed a little easy. But there was a lot of like kind of getting to that point that I guess you could count towards the fight scene. And maybe when they wrote it, it felt like that. We also got a lot of fighting throughout the season. You have when Vecna comes, that was quite the bloodbath.
Yeah.
So for that sense, you know, maybe. The other thing I will say too, and kind of what Jason was saying with like, you have a lot more powerful people. The Duffer Brothers really wrote this based off of D&D. Everybody's leveled up. They're more powerful.
It's true. And they know how to take down the Mind Flayer because they did it before in season
Yeah.
3. They know the ingredients of taking it down.
And I will say too, every other attack we've watched before has been an exterior attack. They've been on the outside. So like, this might sound dark. If somebody stabs you with a knife, might not kill you, but it would hurt. If somebody is standing with your heart open right there, because they are at the heart of it, and stabs you, you're gone. Like, there's no, right? So maybe in that way, too, it did feel faster. I'm not going to say that's, not fair, but in, like, I guess a technical sense, they're, like, at the heart. They are right there. It doesn't take a lot to get that final blow, if that makes sense. And everybody's like, well, that doesn't, like, there's not a lot that happens after. We get an awesome epilogue. Personally, like, if they had, you know, that constraint was, like, 2 hours or whatever, I'll take a longer epilogue and get closure there personally. I know other people wouldn't. Then 10 more minutes of fighting. Like, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I do think that's valid. It, like, when they finished, I was
Yeah.
like, that seemed too easy.
Yeah, it seemed pretty fast. A lot of people have a problem with no one being killed off in season 5.
There were.
But like in the main group
Sure.
is what we're talking
Sure.
about. But here's the thing, like whether someone dies or not, people that spent money to go to like a theater and watch the finale and see Steve die, like if they see that, they'll walk out. People will walk out. Like it's hard to say what's a negative and a positive because either way, people are gonna be upset.
True.
Right.
And the Duffer Brothers have said through the whole thing, like, we are not going to do any senseless killing, which does sound hilarious for them because it's always like been a lot. But there is a
No names,
major loss at the end.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I feel like people are kind of skipping over that because they were
They
expecting
are.
they were expecting Steve to die,
Yep. Because he's the most beloved character.
and then there is a major loss at the end.
Yeah.
And
We can say spoilers.
I
Sean's
don't want to
okay.
ruin it for
Sean's
Sean.
okay with spoilers.
Eleven dies. Well,
He
it's
knows.
left whether or not she dies or not. I've heard it's kind of like
It pulled an Inception kind of thing where you would get to decide what happens.
there's a word for it. It's called like ambiguous. What I don't know how to say it, but
I don't know.
You could definitely you could definitely look at it a lot of different ways, right? Because like we see Elle die.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense, right? With the whole like Will being like, oh, I feel like this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Agree with it or not, like what he says makes sense. But you have someone who is like in major grief right now, and if this is a way for him
To cope
and kind of move on and let Elle go, then that makes sense to me. But the way he did explain it did make sense to me. I was like, oh, she very well could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is too is like, you know, she pulls him into his mind or into her mind before she walks through, and a lot of people are like, well, if the sound's on, how would she have been able to do that? She was on the other side, like she was in the upside down when it happened, but you know, maybe it wasn't. Yeah, maybe she did die because like some of things don't make sense.
Yeah.
But if that's a way for Will to kind of like, because that's what Hopper says to him. He's like, you need to figure out a way to live with this and accept her choice. And if that's part of the process for him, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, like the thing with negatives and like the internet right now, everyone's so loud about plot holes right now. Here's the thing, and plot armor with Lucas and stuff. All I want to say to you guys on TikTok right now,
Listen up.
tell me a character that does not have plot armor. Tell me a story where a character is not ever protected. Superman, for example. He's always protected. He's got plot armor. The only thing that can kill him is kryptonite. Why just kryptonite? Okay, why just kryptonite? Harry Potter. The only way to kill him is if, well, you got to kill Voldemort, and then you got to kill him. That's plot armor right there. Harry is invincible, pretty much, unless Voldemort kills Harry.
Yeah.
All these stories, all these complaints about plot armor and plot holes, it's like, tell me a story that doesn't have any of that.
Exactly.
But
And like,
because Stranger Things is so popular, because Stranger Things has the face of pop culture right now,
Yeah.
everyone's diving deep, and I'm talking deep. Everyone's nitpicking at the tiniest little things to complain about, and that ticks me off because I don't think season 5 is bad. I don't think any season of Stranger Things is bad. I think what's bad is the fandom. Stranger Things fandom is bad. They're toxic because the Duffer Brothers have given all this to you, and you're not even looking at the good. You're just looking at the bad.
no, exactly.
So I'm frustrated
I
with
think-
that, and that's
yeah.
that's my negative from season 5 is right there. The fandom is not great.
I will say too, like when people are like, "There's so many plot holes," blah blah blah. Again, give me a story that doesn't have it. Also, use your imagination. Up that media literacy.
Yep.
Put it together for yourself.
Yep.
You can't. You
Not
can't.
everything's gonna be spoon fed to you.
No, you can't have an author that like writes out every little thing for you, or else the story's never gonna end.
Yep.
And so it's like you kind of have to put it together for yourself, or be okay with it. I can't think of a series, show, book, something I really love that I could go in and be like, everything is perfect. Like they've answered every little question for me, and that's not what like
That's not good storytelling.
entertainment is supposed to do. You're supposed to like put things together yourself. That's why it's like good for you. You know,
Yeah.
use your imagination a little. Anyway,
I mean, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul don't have any plot holes, but
I've never watched, but now I'm tempted to, and I'll come back to you. No,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Go ahead, watch them.
I'm
They're
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
they're like, I'm not one to call things perfect, but they're perfect.
People love them. People
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
They're so dark though. I can't. I don't want to.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Those years are a lot.
I'm sensitive.
Breaking Bad is.
I'm sensitive, Sean. I'm sensitive.
Yeah, Breaking Bad's super dark. Better Call Saul is
Yeah.
good.
But
Have you watched those,
I
Jason?
guess
No.
You probably like them.
Well,
would- yeah,
my
well,
da- well, Kylie wanted me to watch Breaking Bad,
Yes.
and I tried to get into it, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think like with the plot holes and like the stories, I think it's the fantasy. It's fantasy. Stranger Things is fantasy.
Yeah.
Like you have to have an imagination to watch fantasy. Because look at Lord of the Rings. How many plot holes in Lord of the Rings? Quite a bit.
Yeah.
But no one gives it a day to think about it because guess what? It's okay.
By
for
the-
Lord of the Rings.
And by the
Yeah.
end of it, everything pretty significant is tied up. So like, yeah, there will be plot holes. Like that's fine, whatever. But
I just want to like kind
It's
of
just funny to
verbalize
me.
how
yeah,
annoyed I am
It is annoying.
with how loud the negatives from TikTok
Yeah.
is. And I need to get off of it.
There's negatives to everything.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
People hate Superman.
Yep.
yeah,
like
no, right?
I think it just frustrates me how loud it is.
Mhm.
Now I'm getting a lot of negatives about Avatar, and I just roll my eyes about it because I like that. That's good storytelling for me personally. I know
great.
that, and I can look at those negatives and be like, that's valid. With these Stranger Things negatives, I'm like, think for a second.
No, for sure.
Just
Well,
think.
you can't please everybody all
No,
the time.
and that's
you know,
the
when
thing.
when you're writing series or movies, you know, but there are, you know, the audience out there that does like it and that does enjoy it, but you're always going to have your conspiracy theorists out there that are just going to nitpick
Yeah.
every little thing. And like in season 5 of Stranger Things, you're going to see that a lot in TikTok or whatever social media is out there. Just pick it apart. But then you're going to have the people who are saying, you know, I don't want to agree with you. I don't have to read this. I'm going to scroll through it, whatever.
It's true. I had another one, but that's all good. Any other negatives?
Yes,
I will say the biggest like negative that I have that actually makes sense is with the end credit sequence of all like the animation and stuff.
Very cool.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
AI generated.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
It's no artist has taken credit.
And there's a bunch of people calling out AI, and usually when that happens, they have the artist
Yeah.
take credit.
Yeah.
And there's this like shot of
was
someone
Nancy.
with extra fingers, and
It
then
was
there's
Nancy.
a bike on the
She had
ground.
she had a gun, and where the trigger's supposed to be was another finger.
Oh, okay.
And then there was a bike that was on the ground, and its pedal was like on the left side was gone.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. It's just it makes me mad when Netflix is just
It's Netflix,
spending
man.
$88 billion to buy Warner Bros.
Oh my
but they can't
gosh.
even pay a talented artist to do
To draw that.
to trace over these scenes.
Or that, and they're demanding too much from their artists, and
Yeah.
they need to give them more time,
More time, more money.
hire more
Yeah.
people.
And they have the audacity to keep upping their prices if they're just
Oh my
why
gosh.
why
No,
are they
for
going to do
sure.
that if they're just going to keep using AI?
And that's a valid one, Sean. Like,
I think
'cause
that's-
I
yeah,
agree with you
absolutely.
100% with that. Because I'm like we talked about this earlier. Like, people do that for a living. They draw for a living. They have
Yeah.
art for a living, and
Yeah.
they make money. And if
And
you
there's
want
just
good
so
quality,
many negatives with AI right now. Like, oh, they're using so much water.
No, literally, I'm like, yes. As someone who is like, well, I guess I don't work in it right now because I'm a mom, but in the design industry, it is frustrating to see it because it's like I went to school for a really long time. I've worked really hard. I have really good ideas, and a lot of people around me do too. So it's
Yeah.
frustrating, you know, because it's like, well, where do they get the ideas from? The people who started it, the people in the design industry, and AI takes, you know, that information and creates it. I'm not like a super it uses a lot of energy, and you know, as someone who like tries to make money off of creativity, it is really frustrating. So I do think businesses need to be better. Like you
Oh,
have
yeah.
the money,
If you have the money,
hire the people,
yep.
pay them well, and don't demand too much. It's like really not a hard concept, but
no.
for sure, that is frustrating.
The sad part is that AI is here, and people will use it, and
It's very convenient, and
It's-
that's like always going to win over for people.
yeah, and the thing is, like, if you use it the way that Netflix is using it, I'm just like, yeah, I don't agree with that.
I think there's positives for AI.
Oh, there's
like
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
in terms of like like curing cancer. You can like there's stuff about like how AI can write algorithms to do
Well, like
cure
taking
diseases and stuff.
collective
Yeah.
like information is pretty awesome.
Putting it
But
together.
But generative AI for like videos, movies,
Not
all that
necessary.
stuff, it's
Art.
ridiculous. It's
not
just
necessary.
and
Well, and the thing is too is like they're cool pictures, right? But
Mm-hmm.
they're scenes from the show. You clip it, you put it on Photoshop, put that filter on it. Like it's
Exactly.
not AI. It's not a lot of work.
Mhm.
But you're not like wasting a lot of energy doing it. You're paying somebody to do it. A lot of people would kill for that job.
It'd
Like
take like an hour to trace a picture with a pencil.
yeah,
Like,
Seriously.
it's true.
It seems like it's more of a waste of a time for people who are viewing it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I'll see that like on YouTube or TikTok or something like that. Somebody's using AI, and I'm like, yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah,
know,
right.
it-
Yeah.
You
Doesn't
click
look
away
real.
from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes too much energy. It's just like a lot of energy
Yeah.
too.
I think that was a pretty bold move on Netflix's part, especially like what Sean was saying with the buy of Warner Brothers. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we have
And
$88
you're
billion
owning-
to drop on, and that worries me because Warner Bros. If they're owned by Netflix, what's going to stop Netflix from throwing AI into the new DC movies?
I know. I know.
We're just screwed.
And
Right, yeah.
and when it comes to Warner Brothers movies, like this is a rumor. I don't think it's confirmed, but there's a rumor that Netflix is like, okay, if we do Warner Brothers in theaters, we'll give it 17-day release, and it'll go on straight onto Netflix after that. 2 weeks in theaters. Like it took Avatar, I believe it was
15 days.
15
to
days to
make
reach $1 billion,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have only made 950 million in the. No, they made it in the window. But the whole thing is like not every movie is gonna be like that. Not every movie is gonna reach $1 billion, and definitely won't if they don't have the time.
And physical media releases aren't going to happen. And as someone who
I'm right there.
fiends over physical
Oh,
media,
speaking of physical media, I got the 4K of Way of Water for Christmas.
did you
I
try it out?
I haven't tried it
Oh,
yet,
okay.
but I'm very excited for it. Okay. Any other negatives of season 5 that you guys can think of?
I liked it.
Because we're gonna go straight into positives.
Okay.
Okay. Any positives, Sean?
I will say the scene where Vecna comes in episode 4 was pretty cool.
Oh, that's
Pretty
a
cool.
dominates.
thing.
Pretty cool. Yeah. What else? I thought the scene with. I think the scenes with Derek are funny
Derek.
when he's like tapping the kids' foreheads to send them.
When they were in the barracks. And,
Derek,
yeah, it's your
Derek
turn.
was awesome.
Yeah, and then the one kid opens the door and Mike and Will are trying to fix the sink and it's like, Mr. What's it? And the kid's
The
like,
kid's
looks
like,
over.
"You see
Are you by
Yeah.
chance looking for Mr. What's It?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's funny. What else did I like about it? Demi Gorgons were moving on Demon Time, which was sick.
That was fun to watch.
Pretty bloody and violent, not as much as they hyped it up to be, but yeah.
Oh, I had to take a pause after that is it episode 4?
Oh, and Vecna.
He's like shish kebabbed a guy. Like,
Oh, through the
Oh, right
face.
through
I
the
literally,
head and comes
we
up,
finished
yeah.
it, and I was like, Austin, I don't know. I'm more sensitive than a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, especially after becoming a mom. Like,
Well,
nothing's fun after
I
becoming a
thought
mom.
that
And,
episode be like MA. It was rated TV-14 still.
That was
No, they're
scary.
all TV-14. It's crazy.
It was
It's
scary.
crazy. Like, why is it TV-14?
I had to like roll over for a minute. I was just like,
Yeah.
I just had
That was
to
a
watch
lot.
the man like be shish kebabbed. Like,
Yeah.
you
That was
know.
cool though, because we haven't seen Vecna do something like that.
No, it was
before.
cool for sure. I just, it was dark. It was dark.
Any others, Sean? That you think of?
No.
Okay. Because you guys can give your pauses anytime. We don't have to
So
go
I've got
anywhere.
one. It's actually more funny than anything. So when they're in their radio station, and Robin is sitting back in the chair, and what's the mom's name?
Joyce.
Joyce. Yeah, she's sitting there on the mic trying to get their attention or whatever. And Robin
Yeah.
Robin looks like oh my gosh, what is that called when the board that she's using to transmit, and she sees that red light and she's like, "Great Scott!"
Yeah.
So something right out of the back of the future.
Yeah.
And Joyce is like, she's like, what? She's like, how long has that red light been on? She's like, oh, I don't know, what's wrong? She's like, I think the flux capacitor is out.
Back to Future reference.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And I'm like,
Hilarious.
that's hilarious. I think that, just things like that are funny.
That was a big movie in the 80s.
Well,
right?
and
Oh,
in
it was huge, yeah.
the 3rd season, that's what's on when they keep going in and out of the movie.
Oh,
theater.
yeah, that was the movie that was on.
It's Back to the Future. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so funny. Love that.
Yep. I thought the comedy hit pretty good, especially with Derek. Derek is probably the best.
Delightful Derek.
Fan. I think he's a fan favorite of the season.
He's darling.
He's
Love him.
awesome. Delightful Derek. No longer dip.
Yeah.
He had a little bit of that to him, though. That's why we like him.
We needed that kind of side of Derek in the time of need, though. Like
Yeah.
that was fun to watch. To go from delightful Derek to
Dip.
Yeah.
D-bag Derek.
Yep. D-bag.
I can't say it because
I mean, you could say it. I
Oh,
can
you
bleep it
just
out.
gotta-
It
okay.
just takes more time.
yeah. Dip Derek. There you go.
Have fun with that.
But I really enjoyed watching Derek.
Oh, he was so funny.
I'm going back a little bit on negatives. Like I'm kind of with Sean. Like I don't like how much attention the other kids got.
I actually really liked that.
I'm glad you did. But it made sense at the end with the epilogue
Yeah.
why they highlighted
Yeah,
those kids.
yeah,
the way
it
they
did.
It all
It
came
did.
together at the end, which is why I didn't like it at first. But then the epilogue came like, okay, they didn't do it for no reason at all. There was a specific reason why they did it because of what they showed in the epilogue. for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, and they were such a main part of Vecna's plan.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I kind of appreciate that we got some personalities in there instead of just like, oh, the kids are gone, and then like we got to see them.
Those
trying
kids
to
were kind
like,
of scary though when they were on Henry's side.
Oh yeah,
And when
yeah,
Henry
it
was
crazy.
telling them, it was like, hey, Holly just got with the monster. She's against us.
Yeah.
Dude, those kids were scary when they were talking
Well,
about
Holly got to join the Walk 'em Down Wheeler group,
Yeah.
which was really exciting to see.
Yeah.
We didn't see that from Ted at all, bless his heart. But
Freaking Ted. Poor Ted, by the way. No one came to visit Ted. But
They were busy.
No one likes Ted. It's
they were busy.
Because I bet Mike is like, if we go visit Mom, we get a lot of help. We go visit Dad.
Well, they needed to
He
go
might
at
just
night.
stay asleep. Who knows?
They didn't have any time. Yeah, exactly.
Karen was awesome, though.
Oh my gosh, loved Karen.
Like, you could actually see where the kids got their brains from.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a moment, Sean, where they're in the laundry room and they're trapped. They did a little Jurassic Park reference right there with the Demogorgon,
They're
the
hiding
dogs
behind-
who are kind of like the raptors, and they're gonna come get them, kind of recording them. And then here comes Karen, and she puts the oxygen
tank.
in the dryer, and the dogs hear it, and they go, and it just explodes.
The heat explodes
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing: she brought it because she needed it to kind of breathe.
Well, and she looked at it like she had a plan, though.
Yeah,
like,
she had a
grabbed
plan.
it, and she was ready because they were talking over the intercom
That's
because they
right.
didn't have time to like try and connect each other the other way.
they
And
know the
so-
Demodogs can't understand English,
Yeah.
so they're like,
Slay
hey,
Vicky.
this is where we're going.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Vicky though.
Vicky was fine.
Yeah,
She was good.
she was Robin's sidekick. So.
Yeah, I actually I don't have beef with her, but like she was an actress in a other Netflix series,
Oh, Anne with an E?
which I just hate. So there was already like I felt angry energy going into it. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I did really like that with Karen. Going off of that, loved when Max woke up, and Lucas was there.
That was fun.
Amazing acting right
Yeah.
there. Like
A lot of crying.
yeah, me too.
You look at Lucas, and I'm like, man, are those tears real? Because if they are, dude, you can cry.
No, right? It was very impressive.
Yeah.
I was crying. Lucas was crying. Max was crying. No, like
As I'm gonna say as an actor because I'm not an actor, but I bet they get so deep into their character that I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
those were legit tears from wasn't it Caleb McLaughlin?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was another plot hole people were pointing out. I was like, well, why isn't Max blind? I'm just like, well, here's the
know.
thing. Here's the thing. If Elle, hear me out, TikTok. If Elle can bring back a heartbeat to Max, I'm pretty sure there's no way that she can bring sight back to Max.
Yeah.
Like,
And it could have just been the initial
like we
trauma
don't.
that
Here's
she
the thing.
was losing her sight.
They announced in season 5 how close Elle and Henry are to the same. We have no idea what the limits are.
Yeah.
We have no idea what the limits are.
Yeah, for sure.
And so this is where we come into play of like use your imagination. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the Duffer Brothers were thinking. Like it would make sense to make Max blind, but if you leave it open, you might have that's a time to think like what do you think could happen?
Yeah. Well, and it's like one of those things that's like, is it really that important of a question? Also, when writing that makes everything else so much more complex
Yeah.
for the Duffer Brothers. And like you could call that lazy, sure, whatever, but like they can't, there's a lot already going on. Do we need to how do we get Max here? How do oh, Max can't run. They already like put limitation. They already thought about the fact that she was super atrophied and stuff like that. So I don't know.
And here's the thing, like yeah, she can't see. I don't know. There's such thing as temporary blindness.
Well, I mean, your body can go through shock and like trauma. That's not,
Yeah. There's
For
some of the things you can't answer, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it is a plot hole. I'm okay with it. It's fine. But going back to like conversation stuff, the conversation between Mike and Holly, and I believe it's volume 1 where he introduces her to heroic Holly.
Love that.
That
Holly
all
the
came
Frog.
together towards the finale,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to see heroic Holly do something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, like the Wheelers, they're smart. They're very
They
smart
are.
people.
I thought Holly was a really great addition too.
Yeah.
Like
She's a great actor. She was in Evil Dead.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Liked her a lot.
Wait, which one?
The Rises, I believe. She was one of the daughters.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta watch.
So
Evil
they
Dead Rise again.
recasted Holly, of course.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was twins, yeah.
Yeah, because there was twins.
And the Duffer Brothers, when they put her into this series, you'll notice that in every season that the camera is focused on her at one point or another, and she really comes out in the
Yeah.
5th season.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
You actually get to meet Holly for the first time. That was fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, my biggest positive from season 5 is that I do appreciate Jamie Campbell Bowers, and I think he was the best
Incredible.
actor of all time of all Stranger Things. He was the main highlight of season 5 in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
And I like Vecna. Honestly, I like Henry more
Me too.
because you get to see the full actor come out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, when he sees himself as a young boy, that
As he
scene when he
freaks
opens
out.
up the briefcase and he freaks out.
Yeah.
Dude, I got chills
Yeah.
watching that scene because I was like, this is amazing acting.
It
from
was
him.
really good.
It was so fun to watch.
And I know people have had like kind of beef with some of the acting, like of the kids now teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You hired a bunch of kids 10 years ago. The fact that they were able to perform to the level that they're at now.
Yeah.
There's no foresight there. Like you don't
It's
know
true.
what they're gonna end up being like going in. I really thought they did a good job. I don't know.
They didn't need to recast it in
I'm
the
not
kids,
as,
which I
like-
appreciated.
I'm not as like picky about that as other
Right.
people are though. But
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
My thing is I don't want to like tell me what does bad acting mean?
Yeah, it's a
You know
really
what I'm
broad
saying?
term.
It's a very broad term. Because like I did theater in high school for the full high school experience and in middle school, and like I'm not a good actor, I can tell you that.
whatever I say on lame is.
We thought you were a pretty good actor.
But like it is very broad. But like let's look at Hayden Christensen for a second.
Rip.
Is it bad acting or is it bad writing? You know what I'm saying? I think he did pretty well what he got, which is a very hot take, I guess. But I guess it depends if it makes you cringe, and that's a
Sure.
whole opinion. It's not a fact. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I will say too, there's nothing about. I mean, I know other people disagree with me on this. There's nothing that felt so significantly bad to me.
No.
In comparison to other seasons, like
If
I
you
don't
want to see
feel
bad
like-
acting, go watch Playdate on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, maybe it's because we've been watching a lot of like children's shows with our
Maybe, yeah.
2-year-old. But
Yeah.
like this felt great. I don't know.
It was a refresh for
Maybe
us.
it's because I'm watching Miss
We've been watching a
Rachel
lot of
every
Bluey,
day.
which is also fun. so.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
But Sean, like that's the question I want to ask you. Like what's in your opinion like bad acting? Does it make you cringe? Does it not make you feel anything?
I think it's a mix of it doesn't make you feel anything and it
Okay.
just feels like the actor is just reading.
Okay.
Sure.
That's the biggest thing
Kind of
because like
For
like
sure.
a monotone
For
kind of
sure.
feel to it. Okay.
monotone and just like
Or
I
you
don't
like
know.
you remember all of a sudden that like they're actors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
like,
That
kind
does
of pulls
affect.
you out of
That
it.
does pull you
Yeah.
out. That does affect.
and
big
it's
time.
just like if it just doesn't like fit like who the character's supposed to be, like trying to think of bad acting in a movie.
So I really loved Avatar,
hmm
and I feel like
Oh.
you know the kid Spider.
Oh, Spider! Oh my god!
Logan Champion, I believe. is his
Okay,
name.
I feel like he kind of, they hired him young. He's
Mhm.
also the only one that's not like CGI'd, so that's gotta be
Yeah.
tricky. But there are
Disadvantage.
times watching him in Avatar where I'm like, oh my gosh, like
It's
Yeah.
mostly just
That's kinda-
bad line delivery.
Yeah.
James
And-
Cameron could have wrote a better dialogue for Spider for sure.
There's definitely-
In Fire and Ash, he has a. I wrote that. Here's the thing.
Gal Gadot.
Oh,
She's a horrible actress.
Snow White.
that was
Snow
hard
White,
to watch,
Wonder
yeah.
Woman. She's horrible.
Oh, especially '84, dude.
I liked the first Wonder Woman.
The first Wonder Woman's
Loved
good,
it.
but that's because the first Wonder Woman. It's hard when you have a bad actor with a bad script.
Sure, for sure.
It just amplifies it. But if you have a bad actress with a good script, which Wonder Woman has, the first Wonder
the first
Woman
one's
had
a great
decent
movie.
good script,
Yeah.
then it's just bad. But like, I don't know. You remember the scene from Justice League where she's like, "Kal-El, no."
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, bro! Or like, Max Lord, you need to get up the stone.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
that wasn't good.
So yeah, that's what I define bad acting.
Yeah.
For sure.
For
sure.
a lot of. Let's see. I keep forgetting what I was gonna say.
I will
Holy
not
crap.
say like Stranger Things acting is like perfect in any way.
No.
And for some reason too, like I've always really loved Winona Ryder as Joyce. Maybe we just didn't get more of her this season.
They sidelined her.
There was times with like Joyce where I was like, girl, like a little bit, but none of it felt. I don't know if that's ever what I've expected from Stranger Things.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like I've never watched it and been like every moment of this acting in every season is not cringy or a weird delivery.
Stranger Things was never made to be like a masterpiece.
Exactly.
It's not
TV show.
Oscar
Exactly.
Emmy winning.
It's just
show.
like it's
fun.
way to like. It's entertainment. It's just an
Yeah,
entertaining
exactly.
form of.
I was gonna say if you want to see a perfect series, you just brought it up, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Severance kind of falls off towards season 2, but
No, I love Severance. That is
you
really-
seen Severance?
Yeah, we love
I like
Severance.
Season 1 and 2?
Yeah.
I finished that.
Just really?
Did you just recently finish it?
Yeah, just recently.
Jason,
the
you
ending,
need to watch that too.
the
It's so
ending
good.
to season 2.
Dude.
I watched the last episode.
Side
How
tangent.
angry were you? I was angry.
Oh, I was pissed.
I was so angry.
But I mean, it was happening during a writer's strike, so that's why season 2
Yeah.
feels a little less quality. But
That's fair.
Right.
I watched it before a date because I was trying to figure out something to do because it was my day off. And I was already having anxiety about this date, and this just amplified my anxiety.
no.
I literally had an anxiety attack after finishing it. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, it was so stressful.
No,
but
honestly, that's a really good way to put it, though.
Yeah.
We had a severance party with my
did.
siblings, like my sister-in-law.
It was fun.
Like,
Severance gave me the biggest existential dread
Oh,
I think any
absolutely.
TV show's given. Like
Absolutely.
anytime I would turn on an episode, I would just be filled with intense horror and dread. Like I think it's the scariest TV show I've seen just because of how real it feels. But
no, that's totally fair.
oh,
And
It is
honestly,
very
that's
intense.
evidence of great writing.
oh yeah,
Because
Severance.
you're-
Ben Stiller.
feels like you're kind of part of that world, and it freaks you out.
Yeah.
I kind of feel I feel like that's the thing. I feel like people are trying to hold Stranger Things to almost a Severance level, and it's like
Severance, Breaking
Stranger
Bad.
Things was never ever that girl.
I will say people who say Stranger Things is the greatest TV show of
Oh,
all
no,
time
no,
need
no,
to
No,
watch
for
more
sure.
TV shows.
I
No,
think,
I agree
think
with
it
that.
is so fun and it is so entertaining.
It's for a young adult
and
audience.
I think
It's
that's why
good
it's
at
so
what it
successful.
needs.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, Jason, what?
He's your dad, Austin.
You can call me Dad. I won't be offended.
Father.
I called my dad. Would move on.
You did. So as you watched season 1 through 5 as a new Stranger Things fan, what was the first thing that caught your eye, got you glued, saying, "Okay, I'm gonna watch the rest of this whole series"?
Growing up, D&D was around when
Yeah.
I was growing up
and
too.
it was evil.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It was
Just kidding.
terrible.
That's what season 4 of Stranger Things they talked about,
You
huh?
guys were a lot more God fearing in the 80s. I know.
I never did play it though.
Right.
I never did. I wasn't. I like it. You like it?
I loved it.
Screen Guys D&D special. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, there you go.
I've never played it.
Austin tried to write a campaign for his siblings and us.
No way,
and
really?
it just descended into madness. Of course, as you can imagine, Kylie was just on one the whole time, and it
Oh,
was
I'm
really
sure.
fun.
Oh, she always wanted to get a drink at the bar.
And she was always trying to flirt with Johnny's character. It was really funny.
No,
She was super funny.
I have DM'd a campaign, and it was a lot of. I'm down to do a D&D special.
I would love to watch Connor do that. Shout out
I'm
to
down, dude. I'm so down.
Here's the thing: we got the books,
You do?
we got the papers,
Okay.
Yeah.
we got I got some I got some of the board. You can put your characters on while you battle and stuff.
I was gonna
got,
say, use
I got
it 'cause we
I
spent
got the
money on it.
dice. I got everything, bro.
There you go.
There you go. Okay,
Sneak
Jason.
peek.
There you
All right,
go.
sorry, you were saying
And how many players do you need?
as many as
Bring
you,
Jason
as
in.
many as you
Oh,
want.
I don't know.
We'll bring
you need
all
more
our
than one.
old guests in and just have a D&D.
Oh, there you
So
go.
fun.
That would be funny.
Okay,
There
sorry.
you go.
You're saying
I forgot.
So
No,
D&D,
an hour
you
episode.
didn't play it in the 80s, but it was big.
Yeah. So it was big. I never did play it. But when I started watching this again for the second time, giving it a second try, I thought to myself, if D&D, how much of this is imagination?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Are
true.
these kids that are playing this game? Is it their story about because the way the series is set up is like you're supposed to believe that this is actually happening, but is it really?
Yeah.
Is it really
I was gonna
actually?
say, we can talk about the
happening?
epilogue now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good question. It's a really good question.
So,
Is it actually happening?
Jason, you kind of watched it back to back. So how did you feel about? Because Austin and I are coming off of 10 years
Yeah.
of payoff. But how did you feel about the epilogue? Just watching that through. Did it feel fulfilling to you? I guess.
Yeah, you know what? And I watched it with my wife and daughter, and I know they really liked it, and so that's another reason why I gave it a second chance. And I think the characters so Dustin, I thought that he played a really good role in it, and I think that from the beginning of them when they're down in the basement, which is, it seemed like that was a place to play, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's the place to
dark,
hang out.
right? Away from mom and dad,
Yep.
type of a thing.
Gone for
And,
hours.
yeah, the game will last for hours or whatever. So I feel like just watching them going through that as kids and their imagination of what, and they isn't in D&D. Isn't the bad dude or whatever named Vecna?
Yeah, he's
also in it?
pretty much one of the biggest bad guys in all of D&D.
Yeah, and
Universe, you can say.
yeah. So, in that way, it captured me too. Just being able to live through their eyes and how they played it, and how it all came about, and then just from the beginning to the end, it was just you were guessing, But I do have to say one of the things that this is probably going back on a negative, and this is just me.
That's okay.
All right. When Nancy was introduced into these series, as Steve's love interest,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And like Will's older sister.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Mike's. Yeah.
Mike's, yeah. And then as the seasons went on, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but she was kind of a badass as
Oh,
far
for
as
sure.
Oh, yeah. Shotgun Nancy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shotgun Nancy. And that to me, I mean it was all right, I guess. It was almost kind of cringeworthy for me though.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
And and not to be sexist against it or anything like that, but it's just this frail little Nancy, and she's blowing people away with her guns and everything like that. And Hopper, I believe it was in season 5. He's like, "Hey, good shooting back there," because she's blowing people away with an AR and everything like that. But and I lost my train of thought. Anyways, and then also, as Hopper was the police chief at that time, and he's I could kind of I like him in this series because he is that cop.
Yeah.
That person has got the backbone, is trying to hold everybody together, especially Elle. Is trying to hold her together and trying to hold everybody together in season 5. He never did call for backup. You ever notice that?
Well, he's no longer chief because he was dead.
Yeah, he did like in maybe the first season or something like that. But when
you're
he's
talking
into
about the whole
trouble,
series, gotcha.
yeah, he never did have backup.
No.
Really. But
I
That's
guess
true.
I guess it was just him and his two.
Deputies.
I actually don't know how many cops actually worked there at Hawkins.
Yeah, we just.
I think
got
there
the
was just
highlight of the
just
two.
like the three
Three
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah.
Just a small town. But
And here's the thing. I guess we're going back into this, but like the fact that in the epilogue you see Hopper as the cop,
Hopper the cop.
the sheriff again. I do want the Duffer Brothers. They might go into this on the spinoff, but how did Hopper get his badge back?
Yeah.
Like I love to know the process because
well, everybody thought he was dead.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. I'm
Yeah.
like, so like, how did that all work out?
Yeah.
And like we said, 18 months was a very long time from 4 to 5. So I would love to know what happened in those 18
Personally,
months.
what I would have done is I would have walked in and been like, "Hey guys, I was undercover the whole time," and they would have been like, "Oh my gosh, great to have you back.
You're having back.
Here's your badge."
Here's a badge.
I think it would have been that. So no, I'm just.
How many government workers did you kill?
a lot.
Oh,
All right.
exactly.
Like, I would just like to know that whole process.
There was a
of how
lot
he
of
became-
information that we did not get.
I love
for
to know
sure.
that whole process. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun to dive into. And obviously, I wonder if Netflix is like, this finale is only gonna be for 2 hours. It can't be longer than 2 hours. Fit what you can in there.
Yeah, I mean they had.
Because
a
I would
huge,
love to have a 3-hour finale.
They
That'd
had
be
a
fun.
huge budget, but
Oh,
like,
it
it
was
still
like-
was a budget.
I think their budget was over 200 million.
Oh, that's why they kept
I think it was like
2 hours.
500 million.
What the frick?
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
a
why
big
a lot of
budget.
people are critiquing a lot of this stuff.
Because
Because
about
the budget
Yeah.
that big
Yeah.
should have been
What I
better.
what
Yeah,
I will
I
say,
agree with that. I
What I
agree.
will say to that though, most people have no concept of how far that money can stretch in Hollywood.
That's true.
So it's like it's a ton of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but also like, do you really have an idea of how much everybody was being paid, what they needed to do? Like.
But you see movies like like honestly, obviously, Dune Part 2 is only 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
But its budget was under 200 million, and
It looked good.
it
was
I
good.
don't know. And okay, Disney is really bad at budgeting.
Oh,
It drives me
Deadpool
crazy.
and Wolverine was
Um,
half a billion.
Yeah.
The budget is reported to be $500 million.
like they go full scale and they get a lot
Captain
of
America
flops.
was 400. The newest Captain America was 400 million, and that movie was awful.
I think that's why they get so many flops because they honestly have decent movies most of the time, but it's like their budget was just absolutely insane. on
Whoever
it.
is a
And then
hold
they're
of their accounting is not doing very
I just,
good.
but the thing is, like, I have no concept of how that works,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
So here's the thing with Disney. James Cameron was told if Fire and Ash does not make $1 billion, they're done. If they don't gross $1 billion,
That's
they're
why
done with
Disney
Avatar.
sucks.
And then James Cameron's like,
Okay.
but we talked about 4 and 5. They're like, well, if it doesn't gross $1 billion, you're done. And James Cameron came and he's like, okay, I'll be fine with being done with 3. But yeah, that's Disney for you. They're like, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this. You gave it to them. They're like, well, if this doesn't happen, you're done.
And they act like movies like Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts are bad because they didn't
my
make as
gosh.
much money. It's like
Fantastic movies. My top 5. I
Yeah,
believe,
amazing
of the
movies.
year.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
That's the thing. They're good movies. Sometimes it's just like the amount of budget they put in, they're not getting that like big return.
And like Sean brought up the mention last time about like the green screening was kind of off in season 5, and I do
Yeah.
agree. I do agree. It was
and with a
off.
budget that big, I feel like
You
they
should-
should have been better.
Yeah, you should put.
So that was my biggest question. Like I'm all for
You
low
can
budget
tell-
things
yeah,
and
yeah.
not having like the best CGI. Like obviously, trying to think of a show.
I don't know if I noticed. Where did you guys pick up on that? I don't think I even.
Dimension X. Dimension X is where
Okay.
Sean saw it on the tower.
Okay.
Where Steve and
Jonathan.
Jonathan are climbing the tower. If you look at the background of them,
Is it
it's
bad?
pretty bad.
Oh, that's funny.
And here's the thing. I think it's because like Sean and I like we've been. I guess you could say we've been studying film for some time. I guess.
Oh yeah, I've
We-
taken multiple film
Yeah,
classes.
we know kind of what to look for when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I don't know.
I'm a snob.
You
when
could
it comes
tell-
to movies. Not even gonna lie.
You can tell that they were in a blue room for sure.
Gotcha.
In those scenes. But that's just coming from people that what to look for. But for you guys that don't actually look for it, like you enjoyed Dimension X and
Yeah, that's fine.
where they fought Vecna and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's a big spoiler, Sean.
And then you have a movie like Transformers that came out in 2007, and its CGI still holds up today.
Pirates of the
It looks like real life.
Caribbean with Davy Jones looked amazing.
Well, that's how I feel about the 70s Star Wars. So.
Oh yeah,
I'm just-
they don't even use CGI in that. So.
they just
No,
use like
they
little sticks.
Except George Lucas did go back on the prequels
Ugh.
and add things in. Lame.
Like,
Just kidding.
What about low budget film like Napoleon Dynamite?
A classic.
What about It's a
Fantastic.
Masterpiece?
Yeah,
It's
I
so
mean
freaking
that was
good.
so low budget,
Yeah.
and then not a lot of people gave it a lot of credit. But
I love low budget.
It's a
movies.
classic.
Godzilla minus one $15 million budget. Okay, that was underreported, but it was more like $30 million budget, and its CGI looks incredible.
Yep. My only critique of that movie is just like I didn't like how Godzilla moved, but it's a shout out to the original. So,
Exactly,
Like I was
yeah.
totally fine with that. But man, I just thought that Stranger Things 5. I felt like with the epilogue, it had a good resolution with the characters. It ended with the way I kind of wanted it to with the characters. I do feel bad for Mike. I think
That was hard.
that was hard to watch because he's honestly. I love Eddie. I love Vecna. I mean Henry. Mike is honestly like top 3 of my favorite characters.
Really
in
enjoyed
Stranger
him this
Things.
season too.
I really enjoyed how he was the head and he was the glue.
Kinda brought us back to
of the
season one.
characters,
Yeah.
and it brought back good memories
Yeah.
of season 1. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for positive for me. But
There's a few things I want to hit.
yeah, let's go.
Okay. Loved that we got more from Will.
Yes.
I was going into the season being like, Will either needs to die or like, not that I didn't like Will, we just weren't getting a lot from him the last couple seasons. Like, and I get like he was
Especially
kinda-
4.
We didn't get a lot from Will in 4, and that's fine. But I did really appreciate that big transition that he had because when he got his powers and Vecna came, I was like, perfect. Like, I don't know, I got what I needed from Will. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't think he needs to die now. Like, there's been enough of a shift.
Yep.
When Elle sacrificed herself, so sad. The fact that they were playing Purple Rain ripped my heart out because they met in the rain, like,
Yeah.
and then
Now-
like you're getting that like it pulled back.
That
to the
was
first
fun.
Season.
That was fun to watch.
It was. It was
and
good.
heartbreaking.
Also, if you didn't cry when we jumped into the epilogue with Fleetwood Mac's
Oh my-
landslide,
Yep. Yep.
I was like, okay, I'm already crying over Purple Rain. I'm now crying over Fleetwood Mac. Anyway, I just loved it. I did really enjoy the epilogue. I thought it was nice. I thought I don't know, like when Mike put his D&D book back,
Oh my gosh.
walked up
That
the
made me
stairs,
cry.
the new teenagers walked in.
Yep.
He's walking away from his childhood,
Yep.
walking away from where the series started for us.
Yep.
I just thought it was really, really well done. I did like it. Yeah.
I just liked how it's like this is an indicator your childhood is over.
And,
You're
like-
on to the next stage of your life. You got to say goodbye.
And like when you, I don't know, when you watch that, it kind of brings you back to like
Yep.
the moments you've had,
Yep.
like walking away from that stage of your
Yep.
life and into the next stage, and like kind of just how daunting that felt, but also exciting. Like it was kind of fun to watch that, like sad, fun. Did feel bad for Mike.
Poor cat. Poor
Also,
kid.
we didn't talk about Dustin going up there and pulling his Eddie moment.
Yeah.
Like really
He
thought
did what
that was
Eddie
fun.
said he was
At
going
the-
to this
Yeah,
season
it's
the
like,
four.
I'm gonna flip
graduation.
the bird.
Yeah,
I'm gonna, yeah, I thought that
Shout
was,
out to Eddie.
I
Love
like
you,
that
man.
because it was the thing. Like I appreciated like so we went into the season with Dustin grieving Eddie,
Yes.
and when you're in grief, sometimes you need that person to pull your head out of your ass for you, and that was Steve in that
Yep.
moment.
Yep.
And
That was a great conversation.
It was, and like. And you sometimes when you're just stuck in your grief, sometimes you need that from a person.
Yep.
Someone that you love.
Someone
like,
that you love, exactly.
just to be like, hey, like, you know what? Like, you can grieve, but like, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting people around you.
That's a good reason to watch Volume 2 is for that scene. Right
Yeah,
there.
and it was really good. And like, we kind of got more of like Dustin's grief, and so then he really did. I don't know. I feel like move on sounds intense, but like he really was able to move forward going into the season then. But I
'Cause
do.
he was stuck.
Yeah.
He was stuck.
Yeah, but then I do appreciate at the end it was like Eddie is still on Dustin's heart. Like Eddie was still significant to him.
Yep.
But he's found out a way to live with it, you know, and like live with that pain every
That's
day.
a hard
but
part
like
of life.
yeah, and so I did like that. We
Well,
went
it's like
back to Eddie.
what Dustin was saying is that Eddie was himself. He didn't try to be anybody
Yes,
else.
Exactly.
And and he loved this guy because of that, and he made Dustin feel welcome
Yeah.
into the Hellfire Club. You know, him and Mike and Lucas, but also and when the teenagers, let's say,
Yeah.
there towards the end of the show, were up on top of the roof of the
Yes.
the radio building. They're talking about what they're going to do, where they're going to live, or where they're living at now, and how they wanted to come back once a year or whatever
Yeah.
to meet up. My hat's off to people that can do that. But
Yeah.
after high school, yeah, it's just like what Sandy was saying. Shout out to my wife. That doesn't happen
No.
for everybody.
No. It's
true.
You got to have somebody in the group that's going to be the glue to do that. But that doesn't happen all
It
the time.
doesn't. It doesn't. Like Austin and I went to high school together. Live where we went to high school. We don't like really get together with our high school friends, but like
Just for a podcast.
Yeah, people
just
move
for
on.
Connor.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just not. It's
Yeah.
not realistic.
People move on, just like how Dustin moved on when Eddie had passed away, and then his friendship with Steve
Love
when because he didn't want Steve was going to risk his life to get up to that to the top of where
Nancy and Jonathan were.
yes
Yeah.
exactly, and by using that ladder to do that, and that's when Dustin he says, I can't lose you.
Yeah,
I can't lose another person like this
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
which
that was
is-
so beautiful.
yeah.
I cried during that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cried. Because
Good
I'm
acting.
like, it's like those boys are just like brothers.
They are.
Dustin and Steve are like older and younger brother right there.
Loved Steve's pipeline to baseball coach.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Teacher.
And sex ed teacher. That's perfect
Yeah,
for
man.
Steve. I'm gonna teach you about the miracle of life and how not to do it.
Yeah. And
Or how to prevent it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. It was funny.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't like the epilogue. I just think it was just a perfect resolution.
I need it. I
For
need a
those
resolution.
characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And I have nothing bad to say about that epilogue. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think it's worth the time.
And it didn't answer every question for us.
No,
Like
like-
it took us to a blip. Like 18 months
If you
later.
wanted every question answered in the epilogue, it would be a 2-hour epilogue.
Exactly.
They had to make it like 35 minutes long.
Yeah. Exactly. I thought it was good.
That was fun. But yeah.
Any
Anything
other
else?
points for you, Jason, that you just were like, I
No,
like
it talked about the epilogue about Joyce and Hopper. And
Yes.
how they,
The engagement.
the engagement there. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty classic.
Yeah.
And they deserved it.
They
She
did.
deserved him.
They
He
did.
deserved her.
They both lost. Like she, I thought she was gonna lose like either Jonathan or Will in the finale, but
She fought so hard to keep
she
them.
fought so hard.
It
and,
was like,
and
yeah.
for her to take off Vecna's head,
Oh,
Did really like that part.
that
Yes.
was
Did really like
that
that
was
part.
powerful because this guy has affected every single person in that room.
Well, and the fact that not only did she cut his head off and you were feeling that and like the anger from her, but that it flashed to everybody
Everybody that got affected
and
by
took us
him.
back to
Yeah.
like why there was so much anger, why there was so much hurt, why they are different people now at the end of this.
Goosebumps. It gives me
Because of
goosebumps.
because of like the toll that it took on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
and from season 1 when he took Will,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know, she suffered from that for that whole time,
Yeah.
and at that final moment when she cut his head off,
Yeah.
pretty much, you know, she deserved every blow to his head that she was giving him.
And every F-bomb that she said was worth it.
Yeah, literally. I was like,
I was like,
"Please,
if
there are
anyone's got
children."
the,
No, I'm
if
just
anyone
kidding.
has, if anyone has the right to say the F-bomb in this series, it is Joyce.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, how many did she say?
One.
Oh,
Oh, I thought yeah. I did also really love Hopper talking to Jane after the
Oh,
tank.
when she made a decision to go to Dimension X
Well, and he had found out that she was planning on like
with Golly.
staying there and dying because it was never gonna end.
Sucks, dude.
I really like that he took that time being like, you have lost your childhood. Like,
Yeah.
there is so much
You've
more
been abused your entire
for
life.
You. Like, there's so much more for you. You don't need to give up right here. You know, and that's your choice. And then she did in return say like, you know, I'm not Sarah.
It's true.
I'm an adult now. Like, you gotta trust the choices that I make. And I just thought that was a really nice way of them being like, Hopper being like, this is how much I care about you and this is how much I believe in your future, but her also, you know, taking accountability for her life because she got that taken away from her a lot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, at the end, Hopper then telling Mike, like, you got to find a way to live with it. You got to find a way to respect her choice.
Yep.
And, you know,
'Cause Hopper
be
found a
okay.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I liked that.
I think season 5 is very underappreciated.
Yeah. I
but
think
because
there's
it was the
definitely-
last one, everyone expected
Yeah.
their way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely things to critique in there, but I think
Yeah, definitely.
I think they got a lot right that people are not giving them credit for.
I think we should probably like what we did with this episode today, kind of go over more of the positives and the negatives. Because like what Sean said, you can pick everything. There's always negative
For sure.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, that's 100% right. I think it's always great to just let's look at the positives of this and appreciate what we have because we're done with Stranger Things. Well, not done because of the spinoffs, but
I did like too that they brought up that Hopper's going to Montauk or might be.
oh yeah,
That's what the series was originally going to be. It was
Yep.
going to be in
In
Montauk,
Montauk.
called Montauk. I thought that was funny.
that was a cool shout out right there.
Yeah. You know what's funny about this too is that you think about if this series was being filmed in the 80s,
Yeah.
you know how short it would be. Think about all the times that they swear in there, they flip the bird and everything like that. Because there's a lot of that
Yeah.
in this series, but it probably wouldn't be able to be aired. It'd be rated R back in the 80s. you
I mean,
know?
it should be rated R today with all the
Yeah.
Oh my
gore.
god, especially season 5. Holy crap.
Yeah,
MA, dude.
it's true though. Yeah.
And you have parents who are complete anti-R-rated movies, but will gobble up Stranger Things. My parents. Oh gosh. Did I really say that? Hopefully, you don't watch this episode.
My parents were super anti-rated R movies until we all grew up, and then they were like, anyway, so like,
And rated R today is not rated R back then.
no, they're cool with
Yeah.
the '80s rated R.
Yeah.
They're like, cool, it's basically
Yeah, it's
PG-13. No, just kidding.
Yeah, no, and there's a whole spectrum to R-rated that they should have a rating in between PG-13 and R.
They probably should.
Because you have R-rated
Yeah.
like Wolf of Wall Street, and then you have R-rated like Sleepy Hollow or
Yeah.
like Zack Snyder's Justice League, Batman
Right.
vs Superman. Those are
not deserve to be rated R.
Yeah, I would watch some of those, and I wouldn't watch others just because, like, yeah. Nobody else will care about this, but for the design girlies out there, did we all peep the William Morris wallpaper in Henry Crill's house? It was beautiful. We loved it. I couldn't get over it. Every time they were in the
Can't
living
say
room,
I paid attention to that one.
every time we were in the living room, I was like, I love a William Morris wallpaper. Anyway, and it was beautiful. Anyway,
Oh man, it was a fun watch. I think it was a fun watch. I think it's definitely worth the time. If you are a big Stranger Things fan.
yeah. This is actually making me want to go and watch it now. So
I'm
I'm gonna go through and watch it now.
But I don't want to feel like that we're like overhyping it. I just think that I think it's great to like just talk about the positives and
I think there was enough in there for it to be enjoyed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
More than enough.
But thank you guys for your takes. I really do appreciate it. And one more negative. Sorry, Kali.
Dude, I hate her.
I hate her.
I will say
She
at
was
the
bad in
end.
season 2. She's bad in season 5.
I think that's kind of the point.
And that's the point of her character.
But I will say at the end, we did get a glimpse of like why Elle loved her. We know why Elle
I
loved her,
know,
but like,
I know.
no, for sure. I was like,
But
gosh, she's annoying. Yeah.
It's annoying because you don't have the love for her like you have for every character in that.
She's just
season.
annoying too. She's really easy to dislike. So.
In short,
She's
really
so short.
She's so.
As a 5'1" girl, she's so short.
And just to give you guys an idea about my take on season 5, if I would rate it out of 10, I'd probably be like a 7.58 out of 10, honestly, for me. Not my favorite, but man, I love Stranger Things. I just enjoyed a lot of it. So.
It did what I wanted it to do.
Yep.
It was
Awesome.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, guys, before we head on out?
I have nothing but thanks for inviting me.
Yes, it was fun to have you. I'm glad. Now we got Sean's dad on here. We got my dad on here. Who's next? Corey Benyon. Come on down.
We do love some Corey Benyon for sure.
But yeah, I think that's all we have. Anything else, Sean, before we go?
Nope, that's everything.
All right. Hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, the works. We are always willing to respond to your comments if you do want to comment, so please do so. We appreciate you and your support. Have a great night and a happy new year.